Okay, welcome. I'm going to be opening my bot so that you can be able to see. Now, if most of you who is in this group remember, this is that first account that I started. This is that first account that I started with less than $800, about $700 something that I was trading. I told you I traded like naive to see what will happen. And if somebody who don't have knowledge about this bot start trading it, what will be the case? And you remember all this market, I didn't study anything. I just opened it. And because of what Binance is doing, I was not able to confirm the account because I already have a registered account. Then I have to put all my market in one shot. If you could notice, you see my market, they are all in one shot. Why? I'm trying to close them off and transfer my money to Huobi to continue with Huobi trading. And looking at here, this 1 inch you are looking at here today, last week it was on profit. My Chiba was on profit last week. My ICPC was on profit last 2 weeks. No, last week also. My Ave was on profit. My Dodge was on profit. But I was trying to see if I could have verified the account with another passport, but I couldn't. So before I know what is happening, they started dipping back again. So all those markets has all recovered. If you notice, I'm trading 14 coin on this platform, but I've closed all of them because I put it in one shot. So the moment they make profit, they closed automatically. So once they have finally closed, what will I do? I'll go back to my Binance account. This is actually the account that I am using to trade that particular coin. Now, if you look at this place, you see what I have here is basic verification, meaning my two verification authentication, my authentication, which should be by your phone or by your Google authentication, and email verification. That's the only thing that this account has undergone. But my API bounded is still bounding. Now, if you look at that 700 and about, I couldn't remember the exact amount. This is the profit so far. And in this same particular bot, I have withdrawn more than $100 already. So it had made for me profit of more than $300 already, which I've withdrawn $100 off this bot. So it has turned it almost already 1,000. So you could notice now, when you look here, you could see the coins that I was trading on that bot: Link, LTC, BTC, Theta, Xperi, ADA, Cake, XTZ, KSM. Now, if you look at the price, you notice there is no more money on those markets. Why? I put them on one shot, so they have automatically closed and they have automatically returned all my money back to the USDT. You could see Matic, it has closed. Matic, I entered a floating loss in Matic, 57% dip. I entered 57% dip on Matic. After 2 months, the Matic returned back and made a lot of profit for me. Then you could see my AVA has been closed, AVA. This market AVAX made a lot of profit for me in this particular bot, in this particular account and my other accounts. So I've closed it on this bot. Now you could see Chiba. The only market I'm running here now is Chiba, Dodge, AVA, ICP, 1 inch. So the moment they all close, they return back all my money back to my USDT. Then I'm going to transfer it back to my Huobi by simply clicking on the USDT, click withdrawal, copy my Huobi USDT account, paste it here, select the network TRC20, then click maximum and withdraw my money back to my Huobi. Once it's back to my Huobi, which I have already bound with my account. You see, I have already bounded it with my account. All I need to do is to switch from Binance to Huobi. From Binance to Huobi. So once I switch over to Huobi, then I will choose all the coins again by going to quantitative. I'll choose all the coin again and start trading again without having any worry, because Huobi is not doing the passport verification just like Binance. We don't know if they are going to start tomorrow or any day, but for now, they are not doing it. So anybody who has issue of verifying his Binance account, all you need to do right now is to go to your market, put all of it under one shot, so that even if they disconnect the API bounding, you have already put the one shot. I don't know what will happen if they disconnect it, but this is the best thing I could think of, and that's exactly what I do. Assuming I don't have markets like ICPC and 1 inch, I could go ahead and stop Chiba and take the loss of $1.02 and take Ave the -2. But the market of 1 inch and ICPC has a lot of floating loss, so I couldn't close it. But the rest I could have easily closed it. But because I'm still waiting for this other one, then I allow them to continue to run. So that's the only solution you are going to do if you are having the same issue with us. So I think that is solved. Now, I want you to look at that same account. Did you see that? $700 account had made 200 profit. If you add it to 700 and something dollars, it should be within what? It should be close to 900 plus the $100 I have already withdrawn. And somebody can say, the $100 is not included. We only seen $200 you make here. If most of you remember, when we started using this bot initially, when it enters into warehouse mode, it makes profit for us, but it does not show in our revenue. All those profits it made for us, every one of you that is trading this bot from that time should experience the same thing. When you go to your bot, you are going to see how much you are making in your bot. But when you go to your Binance account, it is going to be more. The reason the money in your bot is going to be more is because we used to select warehouse mode. This is making profit. It is putting the profit in our Binance account, but it's not dropping the record on our revenue. When we used, I think the first one we started using was the sub-bin mode. Sub-bin mode put the record on the transaction, but not on the revenue. But they are all in our Binance account. So when they now upgraded this bot, they introduced a new setting called sub-bin mode real-time settlement. Now, when the sub-bin mode real-time settlement started, we started seeing all those money we are doing in sub-sell, they started appearing under our revenue. Did you see that? But all the ones that done in the whole warehouse mode, sub-bin mode, did not appear in our revenue. It did not appear in, this is our revenue. All the sub-sell did not appear here on the revenue. They only appear here on the transaction. When you go to the transaction, you will see the sub-sell. This is what we call sub-sell. And this sub-sell is only sold when you are in the deep. For instance, those people who has been trading ICPC, if your ICPC has been making call right in the deep, it should be selling this sub-sell all the time. That's why I say to you, even if we are in the deep, the robot keep converting profit for you every day in the deep. So this is what this sub-sell is all about. It is the market you sold, why the coin is in the deep. So all this sub-sell we sold for more than 1 week was not recorded. And during those 1 week, we made a lot of sales on our sub-sell, more than a normal sales when the market was not dipping. So all of them was not recorded here in the revenue. So what happened? When I go to my Binance, I still see those monies was increased for me. So I don't know if any other person has such experience, but if you've been selling sub-sell from the day one that we started, you should experience the same thing that I am saying right now. So you could look at this account, look at the day that I joined. This is the day I joined this platform on 06/12/2021. This is the day the account started. Did you see how the account was running? It traded on 18th. Did you see on 18? It didn't trade on 20, on 19, 20, 21, 22. It started trading on 23. It didn't trade on 24. It traded on 25. It didn't trade 26, 27, 28. It traded on 29. But on these days, we are selling, okay, at this time, we are still new to the bot. We haven't understand it very well. And I trade as a naive to see what the result would be. Now, could you see this? On 7th till 8th, it stopped trading. It didn't trade from 8 until 26. But at this time, the bot, we are selling sub-sell for me every day, but was not recorded. So you could see the difference in the date. You see? Now, since the market started going up from the beginning of this month from 1, you could see the bot has been trading every day. The same account that was on floating loss for a long time that didn't trade for many days, all of a sudden start trading. And now start trading every day and converted all the floating loss, 45% deep. I was having Matic 54. Then I was having 1 inch at 47. I was having ICPC at 35, Chiba at 38, a lot of them, but they have all returned back. That's the beauty of this robot, you see? And they have now started going back deep again because all this market has all returned back before. You see? So this is how it is. So right now, I have shown most of us who have not verified our account what you should do, the best strategy you're going to do, so that we hope that some good news happen for us. And we hope that the board didn't stop the market until they have all returned our money back to our USDT. Then, secondly, people always ask me, what is the best setting? See, this is what you do. If you choose any market, okay, we have intercepted all this setting. For somebody who have $100, you should not be asking me what should be the limit call for $100. This is one strategy you must understand. You must understand this one strategy. If you have $100, you are buying first buy amount with $10. The balance remaining is $90. So I shouldn't be able to tell you how many calls you are supposed to make with $90. If the bot is buying every dip for you with $10, you should know automatically you are making 9 calls. But if you make 9 calls, you can't comfortably use my setting. If you use it, if the market starts dipping, you will experience floating loss. So if you don't have only $100, I advise you use this defaulted setting. You can set your market at just 7 and leave it at 7. Just the defaulted setting. Use the board defaulted setting. This is the board defaulted setting. Did you see that? 3.5, 3.5. In other words, market, if you go 3.5 deep, buy for me $20. But we're not going to be using this. Okay? Now, 3.5. If you go from 3.5, if you go another 4% deep, buy for me $40. That's what it means. Because it is this is what we call money management. Whatever number you put here is multiplied by your first buy amount. So if your first buy amount is 20, whatever number you see here is multiplied by 20. If your first buy amount is $50, whatever number you see here is multiplied by $50. If your first buy amount is $10, whatever number you see here, you see in this money place, this is where your money is, where you do your money management. Whatever number you are seeing here is being times with your first buy amount. That is the reason why I asked you to put it 1, 1, 1, 1, meaning it is being multiplied by your first buy amount. If your first buy amount is 20, it means it is multiplied by 20. There are other ways we can change the setting, but to make it easy for every new beginner, that's why I asked you your first buy amount, your money management here should be 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. You now choose what you want to put on your first buy amount, depending on how much you have. Okay, so how do you put your first buy amount? If you're trading one coin and you are trading that coin with $100, your first buy amount should be $10. If you're trading with 150 for one coin, what should be your first buy amount? 10% of your investment. But if you don't have, if you want to use my setting, which is 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, you need to make at least 15 calls. So if you're making that 15 call, you already see you cannot start your first buy amount with 10%, which is $15. You start it with $10 so that money you have can make at least 14 calls. But if you went and started with $15, you can only make 10 calls. And if you put your setting here, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2 into 10 is only 20% deep. But if you look at the defaulted setting of this robot, they set the defaulted setting that this market can hold a dip of 47%. But if you use my strategy of 2, 2, 2, it can hold only a dip of 20%. You see that? It can hold only a dip of 20%. So for those who have $100 trading, I will advise you, use this particular setting. This is 47 point, I think 1 or 2% deep. So no matter how deep the market is going, you won't experience floating loss. But in your money management, you come and put it 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. You see that? Now, with that $100, you make 7 calls using this same particular setting. You've invested $70 plus your first buy amount, $10. It becomes $80 in the trade. You have $20 spare in your account. Is that correct? Now, with that $20 spare in your account, assuming the market has made the 5th call, and you notice it doesn't make the 6th call, it only makes 5th call, go back to 4th call and come back to 5th call again, you can now increase this place into 2 because you still have $20 left. Remember, with that $20, you can now come here and write 2. It means the robot will times this 2 times $10, your first buy amount, it will become $20. So you will now be using the $20 to be trading the dip. With the $20 you are using to trade the dip, you are now converting more profit. This is what I mean. For instance, let's assume we change it 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Always confirm when you're done. Now, let's assume this market dipped to 5th call, and I still have $20 spare out of my $100 because I only make 7 call. What should I do? If I notice the market is not dipping, it's not making the 6th call, it only make 5th call, then go back to 4th call and return back to 5th call. It has always been doing it for 2 days. What do I do? From the moment I notice it 2 times, what do I do? You go here, change it to 2. What are you now doing? When you make 5th call, it will invest $20 for you, meaning these 2 times of first buy amount $10 become $20. So with the $20, you can be converting good profit while the market is making 5th call, returning back, making it again, returning back, making it again, returning back. Just like what ICPC has been doing. It get to a particular spot, it stopped. It will make the 9, I will show you in my other markets, to make 9 call, 10th call, 11th call. It will return back again to 7th call. It will move back again to 11th call. It will return baback again to 7th call. That's what it has been doing for a long time. Sometimes it will return back to 6th call. From 6th call, it will take another 9 calls again. Return back to 6th call. Take to 11 call again. Return back to 7th call. It has been moving within that zone. So if you did not buy to that deep, you will not be enjoying it. But when you buy to that level, no matter how much the market is fluctuating at the same particular place, you are making money. I told you this robot is traded in 3 ways. First way is uptrend. Second one is downtrend. Another one is sideways trading. Sideways, when the bot go like this, you see, it moves in the same particular place. It does not move above this. It does not go below this. A bot can be doing this for 3 weeks. It will stay in one place. So if you did not buy the dip, you can't enjoy this amazing, beautiful opportunity. Where the bot can stay in one particular position and be making profit for you every day in that one position. Did you see that? So you must understand this. If the bot is going uptrend, it means it will keep selling and buying and selling and buying and selling and buying. You don't have problem. You will not be seeing floating loss. If it is going downtrend, you start seeing floating loss. In that downtrend, it normally do this sideways trading, which is like this. It normally do this. So when it's doing this, when it gets to a particular point during the downtrend, if you don't buy too deep, you will experience a long floating loss for a long time. So with these 2, I can convert more profit in the deep. Let's say I notice it makes 6 call, or it made 7 call, and it returns from 7 call to 6 call to 5 call, then return back to 7 call, and I'm noticing it. What do I do? Because I have spare of $20 dollar remaining in my account, you come here, you change it to. So anytime you make to that 7 call and return back to that 6 call, you are trading with $40 inside the dip. So inside that dip, you are making profit more. The moment the market starts going up again, what will happen? It will make up profit till it come to the first call and start using your $20 first buy amount $10 and start making profit for you again normally. So this is how simple it is to use this setting. Now, if you have money and you want to use my setting, I advise you to set at least 15%. 15% deep. $10 first buy amount. Why? If you use the robot defaulted setting, did you notice the distance? 3.54. Do you see the distance? So it will take a while for the bot to make call. And whatever it made call, assuming the bot did not go beyond 4% in one day, it may not make first call, it may not make second call for you. You may be in that just first buy amount, you are not making profit, yet the bot is not making call. You'll be just be in one place. So how do we take advantage of it? We'll change the setting. How? Now we put the margin call at 15%. You see that? We go to margin configuration and click on margin configuration. See, 15%. Now, if we want to still use the same bot defaulted setting, remember the bot defaulted setting is 47% deep. And every wise person, if you want to trade this bot, any moment you set your market, no matter the market you want to trade, even if you still want to play that, except you are trading that, even if you are trading that market on one shot, set the dip. So that in case if the market want to dip before it take the one shot, you can enjoy the calls. The market can make calls, reinvest more money in it, and make more profit for you. Set your dip. Because you can wake up one morning and find out that the market has gone really, really down. If you hadn't set your dip, you'll be in floating loss. Imagine somebody who make 4 calls. It's not nice. I keep telling it to people. Why making call? I see people, they will come here, they will set 20%, one call. People who do like this is people who just want to use $20, $30 to trade at once. So they put the $20 or $30, all the money once in the market, set it at 20 call deep to make first call. Once they set it like that, they go. Sometimes their bot may not trade for 5 days. They may wait for 6 days, sometimes 1 week, 2 weeks. Once the bot trade that market, they will not make the profit. And that's a lazy way of trading. Why putting it 20 call in first amount? Why not you take opportunity or advantage, divide this 20 into 2, make 10 calls. At least as the market is fluctuating, going up and down, instead of you using that $50 to do the first buy amount, you use $10 so that when it's going up and down, you can buy the dip and convert profit while the market is floating on the dip without making profit in your initial first call. So with my 15% call, what do? You can go ahead to set it to all the way down to then your money management 1, 1, 1. You see that? Okay, let's go with the setting done. Okay, because I am targeting 47%, which is the bot defaulted setting. What should I do? I'm going to change it from here, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Let's check how much deep did we set. So let's check now. How deep, if this market go deep, how much did we set it? 3 plus 3 is 9. Okay, 9 plus 9 is 18. 18 plus 3 is 21, 23, 25, 27, 29, 31, 33, 35, 37, 39, 41. So this is our dip. At least it is something close to the bot defaulted setting. Now, because you want to enjoy this setting, if you had more money, then increase it to another 5 calls. If you put down another 5 calls, 3, 3, 3, 3, another 5 calls. What does that mean? 3 times 5 is 15. That's another 15% dip. Add that 15% dip to the 41%. How much is it? That is 55% dip. So it will be impossible for market to go down at once. 55% dip is not possible. Just once. Okay, even if it is possible. Now, what is the beauty? Why the market is moving up and down in the dip, this setting will be converting profit for you every day. Every day. Did you see that? Then what do? You go ahead and confirm. Your setting is done. Then whole position take profit. Leave it at 1.3. Whole position take profit call back, change it from 0.3 to 0.1. Then go to your second to the last option, distributed and take profit allocation, which is one of the beautiful things about this bot. I told you several times, when the bot make first call, second call, third call, fourth call, it put it as one house. Meaning it's going to begin to do magic. What magic is it going to begin to do? Once you take the fifth call and the fifth call returns back its profit, the bot returns back the profit and reduce your entry price. For instance, you enter the bot at $47. Now the bot dropped down to $30. If it makes fifth call and fifth call convert profit for you, what will happen? If you enter at 47.9, the bot will reduce your entry price to 47.8. If you make down to 10th call, and now the bot returns back and converted all the 10th call back to profit, this entry price will reduce down to 47. I'm giving you an example. If you make it several times, the entry price has now reduced down to 46, down to 45, because as it's making profit for you in this dip, it is reducing your entry price. The sub-win mode means once it sells this one, it becomes independent. Once it enters fifth call, it becomes independent. Once the fifth call returns back, it gives profit to you, put the money back in your account, reduce your entry price. In other words, it will start reducing the floating loss from your first call, second call, third call, fourth call. The moment your sub-sell is selling, your floating loss in the first call, second call, third call, fourth call will start reducing. Your entry price will start reducing because the profit you are making from this whole warehouse is using to substitute it to reduce it. That is the beauty of this dip. And that's why I love using the dip. Because when you set it deep like this, it helps you not to stay in, even while you're in the floating loss, you are making profit and the floating loss is being reduced. But if you didn't buy to the dip, you will not experience this opportunity. So what do? I now begin to take advantage because I'm going to share this profit with the bot. So what am I do? I'm going to increase it. I take opportunity to increase it. Instead of earning only 1.3, the bot will take 30 cents and give me $1. Then I better increase it to 2.6. So the bot will still take 0.3 and give me back 2.3 profit. So I start from 2.6, 2.7 to increase my profit ratio, because I know if it goes down this deep, it will surely come up. So it's an opportunity to earn more percentage profit. Then I go ahead and change it to 2.8, 2.9. Then I can start from here and start selecting 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Done. Confirm. Did you see? It says supposition take profit call back 0.3. This 0.3 means if this bot is making the profit of 2.6 and it moves above 2.6, it's like about 2.8, and the robot noticed that the market is still going up, it will hold the market to 3 point something profit. The moment it noticed that the market has started dropping back, once it drops 0.3, it takes the profit immediately. Maybe at 3.8, once it's dropping about 3.6, it takes the profit immediately, because that's what it means. Just like what it means in this whole position take profit call back. You see it in your normal first call, second call, fourth call. You're telling the robot in your first call, if it goes 1.3% profit and immediately want to drop 0.1, you should take back your profit immediately. So that's what it means. Now, you should go ahead and save. You've done the setting. This is all you need to do about the setting. You go ahead and save. Come here in strategy mode, change it to real sub mode, real-time settlement, confirm it. You see that? Avoid pressing this button. If you press this button, this bot is not going to take any of those calls. And if he didn't take any of those calls, I will experience a long floating loss here. When you don't have money for this bot to take call for you, it will automatically stop this. Once you put money again or your market revives and start making profit again, this thing is still off. You have to come manually and do what? On it. Okay? So if you don't do that, it's going to be affecting you all the time. You're going to be experiencing floating loss. So once it doesn't have money, look at what the bot will do. It will automatically off it. So once your market has started reviving back, come back here again and do what? On it. So that once it dip, it can make the call for you. Then this is done. The next thing you do is to push the start button. Push the start button. Because I'm trying to close all the market in this account, I'm not going to push the start button. Push the start button. Confirm your market will start running. And that's all. Okay, this is my Huobi. It's not going to connect. I don't have money there. You see, this push the start button. You see? So I have to stop it again. So once you write that post, it will start reading here. Your market starts. Don't use one shot if you're trading with us. I don't know why people use one shot. Hear me. Every market is down. Those markets are going to go up. All you need to do, put money in your Binance account. Do your setting very accurately. Once you have set your dip, leave it on cycle. All these markets you see today, they are still going to go up from where they start falling from. And they're going to go beyond that. And as long as that will happen, what did this bot enable us to do? This bot enable you to stay in that particular coin and keep converting profit, whether the coin is buying, whether the coin is dropping price, or whether the coin is increasing value. Whether it's increasing or dropping, the bot is converting profit for you. But you can decide to choose one shot when you just want to trade that market at just one time. If your purpose is to trade the market one shot, then go out of it to trade another market, then put it one shot. But if you have plans of earning more money from that coin as long as that coin remains, then why put in one shot? Do your money management, put money in your Binance account, on it in cycle. For 2 months, 3 months, you don't need to go check these things. The reason why you have to be checking your bot every day is because you did not set your dip. You did not set your dip, number one. Secondly, you didn't have money in your account. If you have enough money in your Binance account, did you know you can actually set this in 25%? 25 margin call. You can drop 25 margin call with the money you have in account. You do your money management like I show you. Once you do that, confirm it and save it, drop the phone. Why changing the market? Leave the market. Whether it is going down, it is coming up, whether it is dipping or it's not dipping, you will be converting profit every day. Because when it starts dipping, the whole, what do they call it? Distribution take profit. Subsell. It's subselling every day. And as long as it's subselling every day, it's making profit for you. Did you see that? The moment the market stops dipping and start going up, it starts still converting profit for you. So you can actually do this bot setting one time and never go to it and you just do your other things. But to do that, you have to set a long margin call and put money in the account that can take the margin call. Go to rest. I assure you, go to rest. Each time you open your bot and go to your home, you see, if you click on quantitative, it shows you all the market. You click on your home, it shows you the market you are trading on this bot. Each time you go to your revenue, you will be seeing profit every day, as long as the bot is trading. Except if the market or the coin you are trading on that particular day is not doing well. If you look here, you could see it's not all the coin that is doing the same thing. ICPC is in 13%. Look at AVE, it's just 5%, meaning that AVE is much recovering more than ICPC. So somebody who is trading AVE is supposed to be making much money than the person who is trading ICPC. The moment the market turns around and ICPC start doing well and AVE is not doing well, the man who is trading ICPC start making more profit than the one who is trading AVE. Did you see that? So in all both sides, both is making profit. Your market may not be doing well today, does not mean you're not going to make profit more better than the one who is trading AVE. The moment ICP starts shooting up again now, you will see it will be converting profits every day more than all this coin that is here. There was a time one niche was not selling. It was dipping. But for the past 2 weeks, ICPC, one niche has been doing well. It has been converting profit almost every day. But for the past 1 month before, it was not. You hardly make profit from it. Okay, so this is how simple it is. I believe by this explanation, if you are trading for the first time, by now you should know how to do the setting perfectly. I'm going to be dropping this video on our YouTube. So if it is the first time you are joining this channel, please subscribe when you get to the YouTube, click the notification. Once I drop this video, you will be notified immediately. So you can go to play it over again, go through the setting, go through the things I have shown you, then you become used to it. You can choose any of the coin to trade. Do your setting perfectly, you have nothing to worry. Do you know, if you see a trade that buys the dip, okay, this has made the fifth call, right? Did you see? I didn't change. You see the same mistake because it was my old account. Did you see it? Whole house mode. That's why if it makes this profit for me now, I will not see it on my revenue. I won't see it here, but it will be recorded this place. It will be recorded this place. Okay, so let's see Chiba. Okay, I have changed Chiba. You see, Chiba is in sub-bin. If he sells any market for me on this sub-bin in the dip, I'm not going to see it on my revenue, but it's going to be my transaction. Let's look at 1 inch. Okay, 1 inch is, let's look at ICPC. ICPC is a sub-bin real settlement. So if he sells any market for me here, I'm going to see it. You see? So this is how simple it is. Okay, let me know whether my bot is, okay, now I noticed something. Okay. Okay, my bot is, okay, you could still see my money. So which means my bot is still connected. The Binance has not yet disconnected yet. It's still connected, but I have put all my market at close. So I'm going to open the floor right now for question and answer. So if you had any question to ask me, I think you should do so now.